Hi, this is Angela Parker from Ask Angela Parker, and I wanted to talk about now that we're in 2021, how we can actually make a New Year's resolution that's realistic. Too often we talk about people's New Year's resolutions, and people are often criticized about the New Year's resolutions that they're making because come February, they've already fallen off of this New Year's resolution. Well, something that you can actually do that's realistic is you can actually set yourself up and decide that you're going to make like an event of this commitment that you're going to make to yourself. So, a New Year's resolution really is not a bad thing. It's actually a commitment that you're making to yourself. It's positive self-talk, so that's a plus. And so if you think about a New Year's resolution as an event, and it can be a private event, it doesn't have to be public. Do like a you sit down, have a moment to yourself, and you say, okay, I'm going to do a New Year's resolution for myself. Because too often, people, particularly women, have a tendency to pour into everyone else's emotional bank account and completely neglect their own. And that's just absolutely unacceptable. So, what we have to do is decide that we're going to pour into our own emotional bank account sometimes and be unapologetic about it. So, what I suggest is that you decide that you're going to pour into your emotional bank account. You're going to carve out time for yourself, and you're going to do what it takes to get yourself to a place that's comfortable and happy and satisfied by pouring into your emotional bank account and getting yourself aligned spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, and help you to be that whole person that you need to be. So, one of the ways you can actually make that happen is you can decide that you're going to sit down and write yourself a commitment letter. And that commitment letter could literally start out by saying, I am deserving of God's best for my life. Therefore, I will no longer allow. Bop, bop, bop. So it could literally say, example, I am deserving of God's best for my life. Therefore, I will no longer allow myself to be neglected. And I am going to commit to giving myself self care on a regular basis every Sunday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., no matter what. And make that commitment to yourself no matter what. Too often, we don't do that. We pour into everyone else and then we teach everybody else how not to pour into us. Well, we teach them better if we can pour into ourselves no matter what. Then they'll learn that we care for us and therefore they have to care for us. So we're leading by example, showing people how to teach, how to treat us. So my suggestion is to do that for yourself, recognizing what you're deserving of. And then as you make this commitment to you, you'll see how things will fall in line for you because we are absolutely deserving of God's best for our lives. I also believe too that when you're carving out that time for yourself to do the self-care, and making that commitment to yourself, you're putting yourself in a position to not only align yourself, but you are thinking enough of you to pour into your own emotional bank account. You're recharging yourself, which is really important, and giving yourself what you need just in case no one else has it to give. So we have to think of ourselves as banks that need to be recharged and have deposits on a regular basis. And sometimes we can't get that from anywhere else but ourselves. We should have friends and healthy relationships where we can actually get that. But sometimes you won't have that, or someone won't have it to give, and you just have to find a way to give that to yourself. So take that New Year's resolution this year and decide I'm going to make a full commitment to myself of something reasonable where I can actually do something for me. And let that be something that says I'm going to commit to me this amount of time to pour into my own emotional bank account, give myself what it is that I need, commit to myself because I'm deserving of God's best for my life. So what I would ask you to do also is if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe for sure, and hit the little bell so you can get an indicator when I actually drop a video. I look forward to building with you. If you have questions, by all means, share them in the comments, and I hope that we grow together. Looking forward to talking to you again. Have a good evening. Goodbye.